All right, welcome back to SocedoLive, day number 2 of our 7 days of SocedoLive. It's very meta. We're talking about live video, how you should be using it for your marketing efforts, especially on social media, and especially if you're a B2B marketer. So this is day 2. We tried live video yesterday. It's kind of our effort to get back into it after a few months, and we're journaling. We're basically telling you guys what we found, how it's working, so that you can replicate that success. Yesterday we talked a little bit about how we've just seen a downward trend in traffic coming to our website after we stopped doing SocedoLive. Today we'll talk a little bit about how that video went yesterday and some of the metrics that we're seeing from it.
Yeah.
So, Adam, how many views did we get? What did it look like yesterday?
So live views yesterday, we got 68 people, which was kind of a little bit lower than what we did the first time. So maybe it was a time of the day thing. Yep. But our replays, we've already had 141 replays on it. So that's over 200 people total.
Right.
That have watched the video.
Right. So 200 people in a little over 24 hours. 68 of those were live. So the thing that I would ask you guys is how many people join in on a live webinar? 69 would be pretty high for one of our webinars, and to be able to pull that off in just 10 minutes because we get the live video optimized in the feed is pretty fantastic. It's tough to get a 68 people as a captive B2B audience. Again, within 24 hours, we're at 209 viewers. That'd be tough to get on any video that we publish. You know, we took the recording yesterday, published it to YouTube. I think we've got 6 views on YouTube.
Right. Yeah.
So, you know, think about that, right? What would it take to get 209 views to a video in 24 hours? That really is the power of live video.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. What are some of the other metrics you're seeing?
Yeah, well, what's really cool is that, you know, anything you do on social, there's kind of a halo effect, right? It impacts other things because it's getting shared and viewed multiple times. So what we saw this week was a lift in our overall engagement metrics from social. So we track a few different things. We track, obviously, overall traffic coming to our site from social. That's up a little bit slightly week over week, about 10% it's up. But what's really cool is that our clicks per post, so literally just how many times we're posting and how many times we're getting clicks on all of those posts in a week, that's up almost double week over week now that we've started doing live video. So before, we were getting took about 3 posts for every 1 click that we were going to get. Now we're down to 2 posts for every 1 click. So we have kind of a 0.5% click-through rate on Twitter right now. That's a huge, massive increase. It's almost doubling. Just since we started doing some live video yesterday.
Right? So we've doubled our social media engagement on a per post basis just by doing live video yesterday.
Yeah, and not only that, so we've seen an increase in the number of shares that we're getting as well, just in general on our posts. So, you know, before we'd average about 0.26 shares per post that we had on social, which I don't know if that's great or good or terrible, but what we saw this week is we're closer to 0.46 shares. So again, almost doubling on that as well. Right. It's huge.
And this is relatively statistically significant, right? How many posts do we do on our social media channels in one day?
Yeah, hundreds. So we do over 1,000 a week, so it's a little like 150 or so a day.
So over 150 posts, tweets in the last 24 hours. All boats have raised. All of those tweets. It wasn't just our live video that did well and got more engagement, but it's been all of those posts that we're actually seeing a higher engagement rate per post. Now, is it all because of live video? It's tough to tell. A lot of this stuff is kind of like SEO, where you get your pages mobilely optimized. It's going to lift the ranking of all of your pages. You may see that over time. It may come quickly, but we're starting to realize the same thing with social media, that all of the social media, all of the main social networks now have an algorithm that's optimizing for the feed that your audience is seeing. Twitter was kind of the last one. Twitter's always been kind of reverse chronological order, and recently this year they started updating that algorithm so they're optimizing which posts get to the top. Which means as a digital marketer, as a social media marketer, you've got to be thinking about social the same way you think about SEO, which is optimizing for the algorithm, newsfeed optimization. And this is a really interesting case where in a matter of 24 hours, just by using live video, not only did the live video get optimized and get us more than 200 views, but we also are seeing an uplift in engagement across all of our posts.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting stuff.
Pretty huge.
I wasn't expecting that in 24 hours.
No, this is beating my.
We'll see. I mean, we'll see how long it holds, right? But early indicator as we kind of journal our 7 days here is that it's working. Yeah. It's working well.
We've really just kind of chipped the iceberg, the tip of the iceberg
at
this point. So part of what we'll be doing over the next 7 days is talking about some of the new things that we're trying each day in terms of promoting these things more, retweeting them more, inviting more of our employees onto these.
Right.
Maybe even mentioning influencers. Who knows?
Yep.
It could be 7 days of a lot of random stuff, but we'll see what works and what doesn't.
Sure. So give us some of the tips that we learned after doing the live video yesterday. One of the things that I realized is obviously we want to get these live videos as much exposure as possible on social media. So we're posting this live video from our branded Socedo handle. I went in yesterday to go and retweet the live video to my personal handle, AsimB, on Twitter. When I retweeted that, the video didn't embed. So there wasn't that live video that auto plays in the newsfeed that gets super optimized on the retweet that I did. But I noticed that Adam had tweeted it from his profile, and it actually did get embedded. So Adam, maybe you can tell us a little bit about how you were able to do that, because that obviously will increase the audience and the viewership of the video.
Right. So if you just do a plain retweet on a Periscope video, it will show up just kind of as normal as you're seeing it right now. In fact, I just retweeted this one. So if you go to my handle as well, Adam is writing, you'll see that it's kind of also live there, showing up just like it is on Socedo. But if you actually write something in the tweet, in that retweet, it won't show up, right? So you'll just kind of get that little that box where you have to click through to go to the Periscope video, and it's not going to autoplay right there in the feed, which obviously reduces viewers. So what you can do instead is there's actually a shareable link. It's a tweet link in Periscope. So if you go to either the Periscope app or you go to the desktop website for this video or whatever video you want to share, you just click a little button that says, share on Twitter, and it'll give you the link. So you just have to copy and paste that into your tweet. It's not the same as just kind of retweeting it. It's a different link, but then you get it embedded, it auto plays, and you can kind of customize your own tweet on top of it. So that's what I did yesterday in my feed, if you go look at that. So super quick hack.
I just looked at it to make sure he's telling the truth, and it's true. So that's what I did wrong, right? Is instead of just doing a plain natural retweet, I did a quote retweet because I wanted to add some of my own text on top of it, but that took away the video embed, which means that we probably saw less viewers than we could have. And I think for Adam and I, this is a little bit of a challenge. We got 209 views last time over the last 24 hours, and we're going to see, can we increase that over the next 24 hours by just learning more, right? Using some of these tips and tricks, understanding how to retweet these things properly. The other thing that we're doing today is we're using more hashtags in the text of the video that we're promoting to Periscope. So when you start these videos, you put in a bit of text. It's the same length as a tweet. Today we decided to talk about, in the text of the Periscope, how we doubled our social engagement by using live video. And then we actually put in some hashtags there. So hashtag digital marketing, hashtag Periscope, hashtag live video, hashtag SMM, which is social media marketing. Yesterday we didn't include those hashtags. So that's what we're trying to do to get a little bit more exposure. Now again, these videos optimize in the news feed. So what this means is that people who are searching on those hashtags, this video may be one of the top tweets, it may be optimized, it may get us even more exposure than what we got yesterday. So tomorrow we'll kind of report back and let you know whether or not maybe those hashtags helped, or maybe it's more of the native retweeting that we can do this time around to get a little bit more exposure to the videos.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. What else? Yesterday we got a recording, and hey there to Pesnalm. Good to see you on the live chat. Let us know if you have any questions. But yesterday we got a recording of the video, and Adam was using his Android phone. We were using the native Periscope app on Android. And basically what Adam had to do was kind of screen capture the video off of his Android phone, and then we took that raw video and uploaded it to YouTube. So we have that recording now. The audio quality wasn't great, right? Because you were basically like recording it in a room, so you were capturing the echo of the room.
Right. So basically what I did on my Android phone was replay the recording of the replay on Periscope. And then I had a separate app on top of it. I use DU Recorder on my phone, super easy to use. And so I'm just recording the video as it's playing in the replay. But unfortunately, I was in kind of an echoey room. I was on a hard table, right? So where it's getting some bounce back into my mic. And so if you go to our YouTube channel, you'll see that recording is pretty echoey. Now, I think I have a way to do it a little bit better, but that's kind of a downside to Android, at least in the app. It's not an easy way to just download the video.
Right. And we did find that there's a setting, and what that setting is, in Periscope, you can turn it on to save the video to your photo album natively on the phone. On iPhone, it looks like there's even a setting that you can save that in HD. So this time around, we're trying it on my phone and iPhone where we have that setting turned on. It did turn out that Adam had that setting turned on Android, but for whatever reason, when it saved onto his Android phone, it didn't come with audio. So today, we're trying it on iPhone. Hopefully, we get the HD recording natively with video, with audio, and then we're going to upload that to YouTube. We may try uploading it to LinkedIn and Facebook natively to see how much we can get in terms of viewership and newsfeed optimization. So I know there's a couple of you on the chat right now. Let us know if you have any questions, but we're excited to kind of report back on how the recording goes today.
Yeah. So if you see a bunch of LinkedIn posts and tweets from us with recordings, you'll know it worked.
Yeah.
And if you don't, then we'll be back here tomorrow
to let you know how
tell
it went.
you that. But yeah.
Awesome. So just to summarize before we get off here, we did one live video yesterday, 210 views, about 80 or 70 of those were live, and that's massive, right? That's massive compared to what we got before. But really the interesting thing was that our engagement per post across the 100 or so posts that we do in 24 hours, that engagement rate almost doubled. So it does seem like live video is lifting all boats, not only getting our live video posts optimized, but getting all of our posts optimized. Try it. Let us know how it goes for you. We'd love to hear back. We'll be at day 3 tomorrow and report back on how some of these learnings are going for us.
See you soon, guys.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.